Beat. The bloody did it. Russo brothers, Kevin Feige, you've saved modern cinema.
Well done, Star Wars.
They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. Crass. 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 They're talking Crass, yeah. They're talking Crass, yeah. Hello and welcome to Talking Crass. We're back, and in this episode, we're going to be discussing Infinity War. Beat.
Yeah.
Didn't we have a joke that we're going to say about the Reality Stone? Because I've totally forgotten it.
What?
I don't know, it was something to do with like taking a week and a half to do the podcast again.
Alright, yeah, there's this Twitter crack.
Yeah.
I'm excluded from Twitter. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know.
Don't look at me phone.
We'll move on anyway. How you doing, Beat?
Pretty good.
I had a pancake with bacon, mushrooms and cheese in it today.
So we went to a pancake place.
Is that like a normal thing?
It's not a patisserie,
Okay.
alright? It was an actual just sole purpose was pancakes and tea room. And I'm like, alright, I'm in for it. But then these guys get bacon and
That
syrup.
was the 2 minutes we're in. Pancake House Durham. Unreal, by the way. Beat, you not happy with that plug, are you?
Terrible. Bacon and syrup, right? Which, okay, yeah, Americanized. Yeah, we see it in the movies. Doesn't mean I
By the way,
want
this
it.
kind of goes with the Marvel Infinity War thing. With
What's
the
that?
Durham shout.
What does that mean?
Durham is a city close to us.
Durham is a city used in the film.
It is.
Well
We'll
done.
talk about that later on.
But the
You
problem,
explain pancakes.
the problem was the pancakes that came out. Maple syrup, yep. Pancakes, thick as hell, fine. Me, I like them a little bit thinner. Portion size for a giant,
Huge.
not bad.
Clean
Problem, one problem, they used gammon rather than bacon. So any bacon and maple syrup I've ever seen is crispy American bacon. This was like
I didn't mind it. I thought it was really good.
this was like a pork loin, and you can't have pork loin.
But
with
are you
syrup.
totally against bacon and syrup together in
Sa-
on a
no,
pancake?
savoury and sweet is wrong.
Okay.
All right,
What about pineapple on a pizza?
terrible,
Okay.
terrible. Name me one savoury and sweet item that goes together. What do I eat? I don't eat one
Savoury
thing.
sweet item that goes together.
I mean, peppers.
Me and you.
Oh,
No,
don't
that's
you mean
awful.
fat and thin? Too easy, right themselves. Moving on.
Right, okay. Straight to news, Beat. There's been a new Venom trailer.
Right.
What do you think? Did we discuss the Venom trailer in the last podcast?
We
Because
said
I really
we
can't remember.
We said we were going to, but nah. He's the problem, right? And I'm real picky. Okay.
okay.
I'm laying down the foundation so
I'm a
nobody.
bit worried, Beat. I've
I'm-
seen it.
I'm
I
laying
want to hear what
down.
you've got
I'm
to
laying
say.
down the foundation so nobody can shout at us on Twitter.
Mhm.
It's okay.
It looks a Sony movie,
It looks
doesn't it?
like a
Doesn't it
real
look like a Sony movie.
Now, I don't know if the trailer people at Sony are so bad at the job, they're like, let's make it look like a Sony movie.
Yeah.
But the big problems with me, Eddie Brock's characterization, the comedy does not hit.
He's not a villain.
He's like,
He's not. He's a
He's like-
little.
he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Like, why are we doing this? He's like that. It's like, what is Eddie Brock talking about?
Like, isn't Eddie Brock a dickhead?
He's a dickhead.
He's always been a dickhead.
He's the cornerstones for Eddie Brock. Devout Christian, bit of a dickhead, loses a girlfriend, gets made a fool of, goes into a rage and anger. There you go. Goes to kill himself at his
The
church.
symbiote
finds him
bounds
weak.
with Spider-Man first.
Bounds of Spider-Man
That's
first.
why it's got the spider on. That's why it's got the spider features.
Very true. Then Peter Parker rejects the symbiote. The symbiote gets emotional and he finds the correct host. Finds out that Eddie Brock has a common enemy. They join together. We are Venom. Let's kill Parker. Sounds cool, doesn't it?
But I want this to be like good. Venom is a massive. We love Venom.
Big. And it's not because he's actually well written and the comics are good, even though they might be. I haven't read them. It's purely based off the Spider-Man 1990s comic series on the TV.
Everyone's got the favourite protagonists and antagonists.
Yes.
And Venom's one of mine.
Joe,
like he's up there. I
Joker,
just love Venom. I think he's a great character.
Favorite Marvel villain. Just cool to look at. Real cool design. I love how black, I guess. Real cool.
But
that's all out the window. We're not going to get that because we've got Riz Ahmed, who finds a spaceship, and then
I'm not too keen on. They've picked him because he's going through a purple patch. It's the same thing what happened with that dude who played the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man that fucking failed.
Sony,
and he's never been in a film since.
Sony are doing Moneyball tactics. Brad Pitt Moneyball tactics.
Anyone who's like doing alright at the time, they'll cast them.
Yes.
And it's like 2 years down the line, they fucking bin the franchise.
But they cast him in the wrong roles. I love Riz Ahmed. I think he's a great actor.
As well. I enjoyed him in Rogue One. He's unreal in Rogue One.
I like him in Rogue One. Best part I've seen him in recently is Four Lions. He's in Four Lions, isn't he?
Unreal comedy.
What else is it? Nightcrawler. He plays a really good and really sympathetic.
He's had the last 2 years. He's had that bound and he's getting bigger and bigger. Let's get Sony. But shit, Sony on the phone. Is he? How much are they going to pay us for being this ridiculously overhammed bad guy?
Is he the Norman?
I'll take it.
Is he the Norman Osborn role of the puppet master controlling company? You know what I mean?
Did you notice there was 2 vials of the simian solution in there?
Yes.
Hint for Carnage, maybe. Are you bothered?
No.
I just want a fully Venom one for the first one.
But
you know what they're setting up? They're setting up Agent Venom because they want him to be a hero. That's what they're setting up.
Anti-hero.
They're setting him up in Agent Venom.
They want the kids in, so they can't have them eating people on screen.
No, is this not R-rated?
Is it?
It's got to be R. It is R-rated. It's got an R-rated.
But have you seen the jokes in it? He's like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that." Oh.
It's
Why can't
when he's on that bike? He's on that bike and bloody the thing pulls him back onto the bike. It's such a cheap one.
That's like we need a bike stunt in a Venom movie. It's like you don't need that. You need like Venom eating people.
On a bike? Why does Eddie Brock know how to ride a trials bike?
I don't know. Maybe he went to like
what is this?
some sort of expo when he was a journalist.
He lives in bloody New York City. It's going to be like bicycles. He's not going to be on a trials bike ever.
Anyway, 3 main problems: the characterization of Eddie Brock. Don't think the comedy lands.
Yeah.
Even though I like Tom Hardy, that's a fine casting, but I don't know if his accent's real. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm an American from San Francisco."
Third time that's the accent.
Right, and then secondly, we can't have the origin of Venom be from Peter Parker. That can't happen because of time, and even if they do, it's only going to be 10 minutes, and that's not enough time with black suit Peter Parker. Thirdly,
is Tom Holland going to be in this?
Yes.
Do you think?
Definitely.
He's got to be snooping about the fucking.
Yeah.
Are they going to do the school trip?
How you doing, kid?
Are they going to do the school trip?
He's going to have a friendly, amicable meeting. He's going to be like,
Venom needs the Spider-Man suit.
Peter Parker's going to drop some books, and Eddie Brock's going to help pick them up. That's the meeting.
Okay.
Call it there. You can use that later on down the year.
Okay.
Third thing, the suit. A lot of people happy with it. It's just there's something
full
wrong.
CGI.
Full CGI is understandable, and I'm okay with them doing that. The eyes, I'm getting real picky here, by the way. The eyes are small. I want them really big and cartoony, and the head seems too small for the body. Other than that, I haven't seen it in full motion. The voice is a little weird. I like the voice a little bit more. In my head, the voice is more like, but it's really like.
It sounds like the dude who played Darth Vader.
Right.
And
James Earl Jones.
It sounds like James Earl Jones.
And the guy from Green Mile.
Venom sounds like James Earl Jones. Is it James Earl Jones?
It's not James Earl Jones. The voice, people really happy with the voice. It's not my Venom. Like, I don't know. I like a bit more of a slavery, hissy Venom.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all my opinions.
Moving on.
Beat.
The new next Tarantino film.
Right, interesting.
We're not talking about Star Trek here because that's a weird way, by the way. You know.
He's making a Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
Is he?
Haven't we discussed that
we
on
did,
every podcast previously?
I thought that could. That's
no,
scrapped.
It's coming, but he's still like writing it. It's like very early stages.
Okay.
I
can't wait to see.
So this next film's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Ooh.
And it's apparently. I can't talk. It's apparently the closest to Pulp Fiction that he's ever done.
I hear that. Who's made that tagline up?
I don't know,
he hasn't, because why would he ever say that?
I know.
Some marketing team has.
Stars Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Good stuff there, I guess. I love Brad Pitt.
And it's set in the 60s, Hollywood, at the peak of the Charles Manson murders.
Oh, good grief.
And it follows a TV actor and a stunt double who embark on an odyssey to make a name for themselves in the film industry. Could be good.
So what I know from this, it's got us quite excited, because in my head, this is my idea for the plot. We don't have much, but Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt as stunt doubles for I believe Sharon Tate, who's a real life actress at the time, who was murdered by Charles Manson.
So Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt are stunt doubles for Sharon Tate. They put a wig on.
No, like involved in a movie
Right,
that
okay,
she's
yeah,
involved in.
And she lives next door to them.
And what happens is they have no idea how to use these revolvers to hunt the guys down, but they kind of turn into real life Western heroes.
Right, okay.
By kind of, you know that cliche.
Too much into it. I'm just looking at
I'd love that cliche to happen where they're kind of really using revolvers.
God.
So
Yeah.
that's interesting.
So apparently they live next door to Sharon Tate, who's played by Margot Robbie,
right.
who's obviously one of Manson's followers who was brutally murdered.
Yep.
And I'm guessing they go on a vengeance mission.
Yes.
Sounds excellent.
That sounds cool.
Beat! You're going to be wounded with this next bit of news.
What's the next bit of news, John?
Suicide Squad 2 has been delayed.
What? It's been delayed.
It's been delayed.
Who's making it? Who started making
It's
that?
been pushed. The film has been pushed back to 2019, Beat.
Why would you delay taking a shit? like why start in the first place?
It's been delayed in favour of Harley Quinn's spin-off, Birds of Prey.
Oh my god.
The sequel of the 2016 DC movie was due to start film on March 2018, but it's been pushed back to October. Now, reporters are not going to be filmed until 2020. Are you bothered?
How do these people have so much money?
Did you like Will Smith as Deadshot?
No.
Did you not?
I like Will Smith as Will Smith, but casting him as Deadshot's
I
ridiculous.
love how you've spent the money to cast Will Smith, and they have him without the helmet on all the way through the film.
I don't know if they actually made the helmet so bad that he didn't have
Yeah,
to wear
no,
it. It's the worst looking design. And Deadshot's got, like, every iteration of Deadshot has a really cool helmet. Comic books have got the work done for you. You don't have to make a shit ski mask helmet.
It was
awful.
awful.
How do you get it from, like, Poundland?
I
Like,
don't know.
what the fuck?
Final bit of news, Beat. Can we have a moment?
Yes.
Nicolas Cage is retiring from acting. He wants to focus on being a director, Beat.
Minute silence? No.
10 seconds will do.
She's not getting 10
What's
seconds.
your favourite Nicolas Cage film? I think you're going to say the same one as me.
Lord of War?
Not Face Off.
No.
It's got to be
unfortunately.
Face Off, surely.
Face Off's my favourite.
We're doing Face Off, by the way.
Face Off's
we are
me-
doing Face Off sometime in the future.
Face Off's my
Absolute
favourite.
classic.
Face Off's my favourite. It's got birds in.
Slow Birds.
Slow-mo birds.
Lily mentioned that. One
Why
of our
not?
followers.
Why not? Everyone does. I love it. Thanks, Lily.
Because why not?
Nick Cage's best film, like his acting.
Lord of War.
Lord of
Is that
War.
when he's playing the dude who's a weapons
He's a
smuggler?
seals merchant, yeah, and he goes to Africa. And
I haven't seen it.
really good film. It's got Jared Leto in, who has good acting ability in that. He's not cast horribly.
At a time, he was like one of the
I think he's a good
biggest
actor.
actors in Hollywood.
He's just been cast wrong.
Mm.
He's got to be cast in a
I
certain
think we'll
way.
see Jared Leto's Joker again.
Never.
Do you not think he'd play it? I think he's
Why would he? Why would he?
because
I think-
he's leaving the Joker on like a sour note, isn't he?
I'm
interested in the Martin Scorsese Joker film. I don't know what's happening.
Is
with
that happening?
Yeah, apparently. That'd be really, really good. I think
Joaquin Phoenix.
that would be unreal. He's a perfect Joker.
Willem Dafoe for me.
Nah,
Works out for me. Like.
no, not for me.
He's mad, man.
Anyway, that brings then to our usual news segment, which is
Brilliant.
took place after one podcast.
We definitely have news segment every podcast. We always have it every podcast.
where the news I can find on Twitter goes into it.
Sporadic.
That
Moving
everyone's
on.
probably heard.
Moving on.
Beach, we hit up some not necessary top 5.
Let's go.
In true Talking Crass style, and
Yeah.
since we're doing Infinity War, the not necessary top 5 this week, Beat, is going to be not necessary top 5 antagonists that have weird shaped chins.
Of course, in homage to Captain America. What?
There you go. Beat. Thanos in this.
Yeah. Weed chin.
Ball bag for a chin.
Ball bag for a chin. I think the joke's made in the film.
So I wonder.
Can I say something, by the way?
A comic book writer. Is it not comic book writer? What do you call it? Who does the pictures? Something that's really stupid.
An
here.
artist.
An artist.
An inker.
A comic book artist
An
has
inker.
obviously just done that with Thanos' chin
And gone,
it's taken
wow,
off.
that works.
And you can't do anything about
Can
it.
we make the point of saying that in first Avengers, at the end credits when Thanos turns up, one, it's a real dude. Two, his chin is like huge, and then in this one, it's like really torn down.
Aye, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Looks like an
I didn't think
onion.
of
Looks like garlic cloves.
An onion.
Crazy.
Bet you want to hit us away or not?
First one, Balchinian, Men in Black 2.
Balchinian? Is he an antagonist?
Yeah,
Does he
he's
just
a bad guy, gets the shit beat out.
Doesn't he just get abused by the Men in Black and then they walk
Will
off?
Smith speed bags his balls.
Oh, God. The Balchinian.
Actually, now thinking back, Balchinian might be more of an innocent, sympathetic hero than I remember.
Exactly, that's what I'm
Is Will Smith the bad guy?
Bullied, I think got bullied by the Man in Black.
Tom Jones? Tom Jones?
Tom Jones?
Who's that
Tommy
guy?
Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
What a legend, he.
Pulled down his scarf. He's a Balchinian. Very good.
Beat my first one. Scream. The dude in the mask.
I guess, yeah, that works.
Can you counter it? He doesn't take the mask off.
No, I like
He
that.
does take the mask off. That's the whole point of the
He's
film.
got a really weird chin underneath the mask, doesn't he?
It's the dude. Scooby Doo. He's got weird.
Yeah, that guy. Oh, zoinks! That guy definitely has a weird chin.
Oh, is that Scary Movie? I get mixed up here.
No, he's in Scream.
He's in Scream.
I'll be there. But wait, there's more. Hold on to your seats, cause baby, this one's a screamer.
Oh, there you go, Peter.
Thank you.
What's your next one, Pete?
Next one from me, Lemony Snicket.
Snicket.
It's got a real proper crescent chin.
That's a good point. To be
Thank
fair.
you, thank you.
Have you ever seen a film with Lemony Snicket in?
Yes, Jim Carrey.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
Lemony
I've read the
Snicket
book.
in a tale of
I've read the
serious
book.
unfortunate events or whatever it's called.
Is it good?
Shocking.
Okay.
But he's got a weird
Is
crescent
it made
chin.
for kids?
No. The
No.
original book isn't, but the series and film they made, yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. My next one. Alien. The Alien.
I suppose so. It's got two chins,
Can you see?
just like you.
Wow.
What?
Let's be serious. He's fatter than me, people. Obviously, we're not giving our identity away
I'm
yet.
slightly fatter, but I am taller, so it's just so I'm actually thinner technically.
I like to call my muscle.
Don't we all?
Beat. The Alien. Alien. What do you think of its chin?
Slavery.
It's like pronounced.
Pronounced. Aren't all chins pronounced?
Nah.
It's got these weird elastic band things that hold the lower jaw to the upper jaw, which look like they're going to snap at any time if you own it too far. But that's about it.
Any more for any more?
Nah, none.
None?
Maybe the Joker, I guess, thinking off the top of my head.
That's his
Nah.
cheeks, not his chin.
What?
He's cut his cheeks.
Well, he's got a long chin though, hasn't he?
Okay, fair. I've got Jaws, the shark.
Very good. I like that. Very
And my
good.
final one,
Yep.
come with a creature theme.
Uh-huh.
Quentin Tarantino.
he's got a definite...
Out of Django / From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, he's got a weird chin, hasn't he?
I was like, is he a bad guy from Dusk Till Dawn? And I was like,
terrible
he's a
person.
paedophile, isn't
He's
he?
like a paedophile, he's like a murderer.
I was like, yeah, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then he turns into a weird vampire man.
I know. Ooh.
Nuts.
Special shout out for the dude who's got the cock for a gun.
Brilliant. He is
Gun for
a
cock?
legend in the horror scene.
Is he?
Who's he called? I'm sorry for forgetting your name.
Oh, it's the bloody
Tommy something.
Mexican dude, isn't
Tommy
it?
Vatteni?
He's a legend.
Not Tommy
I don't
Vassetti.
know.
But he made like loads of designs for a lot of the horror creatures. So Jason, I think Jason owes a
Did he?
lot to that guy.
Right.
I guess. I don't know. I could be wrong.
There you go, people. Not necessarily top 5 antagonists that have weird shaped chins.
Brilliant.
Beat. Let's smash up a bit true or false trivia.
Let's go.
Never done the clean sweep. Let's see if you can do it this time.
What am I winning?
Straight in. What are you winning?
Uh,
Some of our new merchandise that's coming soon.
got you.
First one, Beat. Tom Holland was not allowed to read the script for the film since he revealed too many secrets for Spider-Man Homecoming.
Not allowed to read it at all, so he doesn't know his lines.
I guess he got his own lines.
False.
That's true.
Oh!
There's nothing worse when you get the first one wrong. is
Nah,
there?
it's so boring afterwards.
Right. Jeez, man. Jeez for the segment which I created that everyone hates. Yes, Tom Holland in Spider-Man Homecoming just kept on... He was doing press conference releases.
Right.
He just kept on giving shit away.
Did you see in a recent reveal that who's Mark Ruffalo revealed the entire ending in a press conference a year ago?
For Infinity War.
Yeah.
Did he?
So spoilers, obviously.
Why? Because he seems like a pretty...
He accidentally came out with it. He was doing a press junket for
You
Thor
know
Ragnarok.
when you just get that feeling when you...
He's in the room with War Machine.
Can we also... Right, this...
Don Cheadle's sitting next to him and he's like, what are you doing, man? Like, dead serious? Yeah, it's so cringy.
I'm sure they've got stuff in the contract where they can't do shit like that.
Of course, it's got NDA.
Can we segue into this when we went to that Italian for your birthday with Dad the other week?
Yes, I segment.
And he was mortal.
Please.
Right? And Pete hates, like, showmanship and shit like that.
When I was 6 or 8 years old, a sparkler fell on me, 3/4 Quicksilver jeans. It burned through them and burnt me thigh, so that's like a bit of a bad experience at a young age.
So this Italian, when they find out that it's your birthday,
I'm like a dog when
they sneak up behind you with full staff, hold your Mexican hat on you and like start banging. So you've got to try and we go incognito for Peter's birthday.
Yeah, do we?
That's a really nice Italian, Luciano's in Sunderland. Check it out. Why are we plugging these things for no money?
I love Lucci's. Let's
That's
plug the
fair,
life
we'll
out.
plug Lucci's.
Best peppered sauce in the world.
So we're like, keep it under your hat. No pun intended. We're sitting there. He was a bit well oiled, my dad.
Little
We
bit.
picked him up, and he just kept on saying, like, in a conversation,
You enjoying your birthday?
enjoying your birthday. It's his birthday, you know. And just, you know, when someone grimaces because they know they've made a mistake.
He kept on doing it, but he kept on forgetting.
He's like, oh shit.
Oh, whoops.
So I'm guessing that's how Mark Ruffalo felt
Yes.
on a smaller scale.
Exactly like that. I'm like a dog in thunder. You know when a dog's got there's thunder and lightning outside. That's exactly what I'm like in that place.
But with Sussy, you sit with your back against a wall and there's nothing can happen.
Tactics, yeah. I sit at the back of the wall so they can't creep up on us. Anyway, moving on.
Next one.
Where the hell were we?
Iron Man's suit possesses a toilet. This was seen in various comics, where he had to soil himself during long flights.
True.
That is false.
What?
Why would his suit possess a toilet and he soiled himself in comics?
You're telling me, right? You're telling me.
There's a difference. In the first Iron Man, I think, or maybe the second one, or it might have even been the first Avengers, he has a conversation with Pepper Potts and says that he can piss in his suit. Don't think you're doing number 2.
So 1, you've caught us on a technicality.
Always.
2, the person who searches.
I'm going to do the clean sweep here. You're not going to get one right.
2, the person who gets all of his data off IMDb has gone through every Iron Man comic book and checked that he's never shit his pants. Is that true? Is that true?
Well, someone hit us up. If you know Tony Stark is shit his pants in the Iron Man suit, then you might get to do this again.
You're telling me you're the first person to think about Tony Stark, alright? Shitting.
Oh god.
Shitting his pee.
Out the Matrix. EB, don't do that.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm dead.
Should make a comic book all about how Iron Man deals with shitting.
I've got water coming out my nose.
Well done.
Beat. Tom Cruise was nearly cast as Iron Man ahead of Robert Downey Jr.
Oh,
He turned it down as he was not happy with the script.
absolutely false.
That's true.
What are the thinking? What are the
Tom
thinking?
Cruise read the script and he was like, I ain't being part of this shit.
But he's a spaceman engineer.
I know. That's
Isn't
why they wanted Tom Cruise.
He was like, "This is really Scientologists. I'm not going back in. This is Iron Man spacesuits in."
Is he out with Scientology now? Because I thought he still like loves it.
I think he's out.
He's like 5th rank Dan space
Pink ran
captain.
suit,
Isn't
but
he?
Dan, he's got a pink belt
He's got pure admiral's hat.
and he can shit in space.
Beat. Doctor Strange regularly magics his own meals. He's seen doing this in the comics various times. His favourite meal to make is a hot pot with a cherry coke.
False.
That's false.
Of course it is.
Oh man, I was going to try and get you there.
So
if I'd said hot dog and cherry coke, that you would have said yes. You would have said that's true.
no, I would have take away cherry coke because Marvel aren't paying for
Do you know
branding.
what magic's this stuff? Is it actual food and drink, or is it just you thinking about
The
it?
better question is, does it matter? There you go. Well done. Well done.
The Hulk has been married 3 times and has 4 children.
True.
True.
Yeah.
I think one. I think Planet Hulk.
Yep. Kid.
No, sorry, World War Hulk.
Spoilers. Kid dies.
Oh, shit, beat.
Oh, sorry.
Oh shit, we should have said spoilers at the start of the bloody. Have we spoiled anything yet?
Yes, I said spoilers.
At the start.
We haven't spoiled anything up until this point because
okay.
I was going to say something about.
Remember to
Avengers.
shout spoilers for the next bit.
We've spoiled the fact that Thanos gets made fun of about having a ball chain.
Right, okay, that's good.
All right.
Also, World War Hulk. I think his wife gets killed and he blames everyone on Earth.
Right. There's a secret organisation called Illuminati.
I'm going to read that. I haven't read the comic. I'm going to read it, Beat. You've read it, haven't you?
Yeah, I've read it.
You don't like it though? You think it's shit?
I didn't like it because I haven't. The thing is, I haven't read years and years of boring Hulk stories. So this is compared to that shite. Probably. Sorry.
Is this where the Hulk can like talk and
and they're making different, really cool developments to a character, which is normally different. But I've only seen the best of the Hulk, I guess, in that aspect. Wasn't for me personally. Wasn't for me.
Okay.
Anyway, there's an organisation called the Illuminati. This is formed by the most intelligent members of the Avengers, and they go past the Avengers. They're like the kind of bad because they do the wrong
the
things.
Rothschilds of the world.
Exactly. So this is Iron Man, Doctor Strange. I think Black Panther's on there. Someone else's, and these are like, do we murder 2 million people to save 1 billion? And they're like, yes, and they do it without thinking.
That seems familiar.
They send the Hulk. They send the Hulk to a planet and go to nuke him to kill him,
yeah.
or something like that. But they accidentally nuke the entire.
I was reading somewhere that
population.
one of Hulk's kids, his daughter, the angrier she gets, the weaker she gets.
That's
so she's
cool.
got to meditate when she's fighting and stuff to try and calm her down.
That's an interesting
Yeah,
play on the
there's a little
character.
There's a little bit of info for you, Pete.
Pardon me.
Next one. The filming at Durham Cathedral involved moving most, if not all, of the pews to make room for the film sets. After filming on Saturday night, the sets had to be moved and the pews replaced in readiness for the Sunday services. Then on Monday, everything was changed around again for the completion of the film. True or false?
Sounds true. I'm just basing that off.
Yeah, it's true. I had to
Movies
get
being
in for a shout out for Durham again.
Okay.
We live very close to Durham, and everywhere went up. Like people were getting photos taken with Chris Hemsworth and stuff like that when the movie didn't do the filming.
Well, I wasn't. I never knew about this.
He was in the Ramside.
Was he?
Yeah.
What a guy. Anyway, I know how difficult.
I wasn't too sure if we saw Durham Cathedral.
We'll talk about that later on.
Talk later on. Beat. One of Stan Lee's heroes that never made the comics was Timothy Tang. He was a teenager who worked in a comic book store. His alter ego was the copyright Cobra, and the powers that he possessed were to take the abilities of any comic book superhero, but in Cobra form.
That's incredible. And Stan Lee's the cutest motherfucker ever, so I'm going to say true.
Yes, it's false. I made that up. How good's that?
That sounds so Stan Lee.
I was thinking, like, would you be able to, like, be any superhero, but you had to be a Cobra? Like, you haven't got arms and legs.
I'd take that.
Nah. Would you be able to use half the powers?
What if you turn into a person who can change their appearance? So you can turn into a Cobra
That'd be
version.
some scary shit, though, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
but you see, you turn into a Cobra change appearance guy like Mystique, Cobra Mystique, but then Mystique can change out of a Cobra form.
That's a good point.
So what are we allowed to do that?
I think if you turn into a man like Mystique or a lass,
you've got to stay as that.
you can't have the powers of the Cobra and everything.
So I'm like a blue Cobra.
Anyway, there you go. If you see copyright Cobra anytime soon, you know
Copyright Cobra.
you know he's been listening to the podcast.
Jesus.
Pete, Robert Downey Jr. requested the furniture from his house in Los Angeles to be shipped to the filming location in Atlanta.
Request what?
His furniture from his house.
Furniture, right.
And the movie studios complied. True or false?
False.
That's true.
What?
What a diva.
What a diva. Robert Downey Jr. makes £5 billion.
Why the hell is that?
My reasoning was, why does he need to move furniture?
Because he's Robert Downey Jr.
Just buy
and
furniture?
Do you think it's just like a Hollywood thing? Like these actors get a bit of a an ego.
I guess it's superstition.
Maybe that could be a good shout.
And like we do it with, I don't know, wearing different coloured socks. If you had the money to, you would go, I can't act this scene unless I've got me furniture, me chair. You know what I mean? I don't know.
What do you mean? Just like he's got like a smoking chair and he just like chills out for a second.
I'm trying to give him
the
some
scene.
slack.
That's fair.
I'm sure he'd like it.
Beat. Another end to another great segment.
How many did you get right? Not many.
I think you got like 2 or 3 right there.
John, you bamboozled us with a copyright Cobra.
Copyright Cobra.
The irony of that is that if it gets stolen, he's copyrighted like from us. It's unbelievable. It's the perfect joke.
Beat, this is where I give you the reins and you
Okay.
do what you wish. We're going
Right.
into talking about the film here, people. We've seen Infinity War. We're ready to talk about it.
All right.
Spoilers throughout. If you haven't seen the film, we're going to give everything away. We're going to give our thoughts, feelings, likes, and dislikes.
All right.
Hit the way, Beat. What's your point?
First point. It absolutely treats the audience as having seen all previous material. Doesn't hold hands. in trying to explain characters' abilities and backstories.
Good point. I
Thank
agree
you.
with you. I didn't feel like an idiot watching this film.
No.
Do you know when sometimes you feel like an idiot?
Oh, this guy can do this, and this is his power, and this is that.
And you know what I think the beauty of Marvel is?
Yes.
They do this because what it forces people to do is
Watch other movies.
Look more into the character and watch the other films. Or maybe comic books or anything like that. I want to know more about the Hulk. I'm going to get a comic book. I'm going to look into comic books. Oh, Scarlet Witch. I'll look in a bit more about her. So we've got everything at our disposal to do that. PCs, phones. Why do other people think that you've got to have seen everything like what you've just said?
You use up all of the material there.
Half an hour of the film is like you said, they can do this and do that.
And by the way, not all of it is. I think Thor explains his entire backstory in like 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
And it
not
works.
The Guardians,
yeah, and it works. So it's not all that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, just fucking, I don't know how they've done this, but really good stuff. Next point. Very clever move from Marvel by removing part 1 and 2 from film titles. I'm the biggest idiot in the world.
I fell for it hook, line and sinker about that.
Everybody in the world knew there was going to be 2 movies, except me for some reason.
Same here.
I thought that
Didn't we see on the
you
podcast?
convinced us because
I kept saying
you
it.
said they've merged it into one film, and I don't know if that was
which
real.
Is what they said.
So
we
they've
said
got us
on the previous podcast. We were like, I'm a bit worried how they're going to do this in one film.
and then I'm like, oh, it's like been 3 hours. It's nowhere near ending, like in the story.
Yeah. Boss hit the Twitter up straight away when he watched it, and he said, "The vampired us." Exactly what you said when you walked out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boom.
Next point. Tone is mostly appropriate, which is impressive in a film like this.
Yeah.
It's hard to balance comedy, sadness, action.
Another thing that we said, I might have said on the podcast, we were worried about how much comedy would be in it.
We knew there was going to be deaths.
It's going to be like a film of
loss.
Sorrow, really, loss and sorrow.
Yeah.
And they got it bloody right,
didn't they?
They got it so right.
Absolutely.
Like there wasn't one part where it was like, why the front of joke in
like
there?
From the start where Loki dies, we're given quite a bit of time.
I don't want to really
of the Hulk explaining to Iron Man the threat that's coming. Then we get a joke after that. We're not instantly into a joke.
It's just basic filming,
I guess.
And film. But they're doing it.
The problem is,
I just don't. I don't understand. We'll talk about later how Marvel can do it so right, and like say Sony can't. We've seen Star Wars. I like Rogue One. We don't like the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
They got totally wrong.
Yeah.
And then DC get it wrong every fucking film pretty much. I don't understand.
You have to remember films aren't shot chronologically sometimes, and a lot of the jokes are shot on day 1 to day 72, and a lot of it rests on the editing room, and sometimes you can't even edit in time because it's not been shot properly. That sometimes happens. All I'm saying is, I think Marvel have.
Never seems to happen with Marvel.
I think Marvel have literally 800 people like working, and
who want to work with each other.
Who are like, boom, boom, boom. Is that right?
Everyone seems to be on the same page.
That is true.
Anyway,
comedy is solid. My favourites. Wong, you're invited to my wedding when he chops the hand of Black Dwarf off.
Unreal.
Have you heard of this really old movie, Aliens? Which that's really funny. And Invisible Batista.
Invisible Batista.
Secondary point. Mention how happy I am that Dave Batista is in the position he is.
It's just, how has he managed to become one of the greatest actors in the world?
He's in films like Blade Runner.
That's ridiculous. He's unreal in Blade Runner as
really
well.
Good. He made
really
us feel
good.
really like sad for him that he's in this position.
He's gone from being Blue Tista to just being an absolute
Beast Tista.
The animal. He's back to being the animal.
He just walks into the room and Batista bombs the director.
His comedic value and timing's great. He gets it right all the time.
Very good. Next point. The movie had my attention the moment Hulk got 5-point palm technique in the shoulder by Thanos.
Definitely.
So the first fight we're introduced to, the Hulk gets smashed. Like, what a way to kind of open the can of beans on us.
You're like,
whoa, this shit's down.
What are these meant to do if the Hulk can't deal with him?
And the Black Order are like, let him have his fun. Like, what? And the Hulk's been...
Is that because
teed up-
did he have the Power Stone in his Infinity Gauntlet?
That's,
before
I
it
think he doesn't he take the gauntlet off? Isn't he just purely wrestling him?
I don't know. So,
What a beast.
do you know anything about Thanos without the Gauntlet on, Beat?
Absolute animal. Born on Titan.
So is he like a Hulk?
His race, insane.
Right, okay.
So he's like the Hulk anyway. Like
Okay.
he's like Superman, you know, when you're born on a certain gravitational pull, that makes your muscles stronger.
Right, so even without the Infinity Gauntlet,
Oh, he's
he
an
can handle
absolute
himself.
beast without
Got
the Infinity Gauntlet. Like,
Got it.
unstoppable. Next point. Loki feels dead for good.
I felt that as well.
Agree or disagree? Like, I don't think everyone dead in this film is dead
We're
for
going to
good.
go through who's dead, who's alive, and who's missing in action,
Alright.
and who's disintegrated.
Dusty?
Spoilers. Yeah, Dusty.
Why not spoil that?
I know. I keep feeling. You know what? I've got it in my heart that I want to spoil it, but I can't.
Okay.
Even though we need to in this podcast.
Yeah, we definitely
It's like
need
on the
to.
Twitter, I've been trying to avoid like saying anything that's any sort of
You
spoilers.
shouldn't spoil it on Twitter.
We're not. That's what I said.
Right.
I've said to people if they want to talk about the film as well. By the way, jump on the SoundCloud. When we upload this, there's a comment section. That's spoiler-free discussion.
Right.
It's an easy way to, if you want to vent, want to talk about the film, want to see how great it is, bad it is, jump onto there. Anything goes, but not on the Twitter because even in 2-3 weeks' time, there might be people who haven't been able to watch the film. I don't want to spoil.
10
it.
years for me.
10 years. Is that your limit, Peter?
10 years? Any
the
film.
10-year limit.
Yep.
And then you can talk freely about spoilers
Absolutely.
in 10 years' time.
Any piece of media.
Right, okay.
10 beats 10-year rule.
Beats 10-year rule. Like
Alright.
people.
Appreciate attempts at trying to ground and establish a limit to the Infinity Stone's power. This is done through proximity and physically having to make a fist to activate it.
That's good. That gives you a little bit leeway, doesn't it?
A little bit, but still has gaping plot holes.
I think, yeah.
That's a really interesting thing
But
that
it's like
they've,
what we
they've tried
always-
to limit it
it's
by.
like It's like what we always say about like, it's a film.
Right. So if you
The
pull one
Infinity
thread.
Gauntlet is like, you could just end the film in a
Yes.
second. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a bit like what's the analogy we made before when like
If you.
someone gets hit on Earth by an asteroid and becomes a superhero.
Yes.
Why is it that person or something like that?
Why do we
Why
follow,
are we following
that person?
Because it's the bloody film about them.
Right,
So
I get
just
what
strip
you
it all
mean.
back.
I get
Just-
what you mean.
Just strip it all back.
But if you keep on doing that to us, we kind of become
Is it because
uninterested.
do we give a little bit leeway because it's filmed properly and is a good film?
I think what happens in bad films is it keeps on doing it. There's a lot. This
Yeah.
is one we can pick out. And yes, there may be others, but they're not significant.
Yeah.
I think if there's
Are you
lots...
talking about like a film that we really love, Man of Steel, where he doesn't go and save his dad?
Yes, exactly
Little
that.
stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
why does he not? Why does his dad go and save the dog
Yes.
rather than him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And Jonathan Kent's contradicting, like, mindset. Like, you can't save people by saving people.
I know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Not to worry.
It
Talk
all,
about-
it all gets sorted, Beat, when he's spotted on a hill.
On a
piling
hill
rubble.
meditating. Talk about not understanding the Time Stone, Reality Stone, and Scarlet Witch's power.
Right.
So, the Time Stone is, in my head, I've gone through every possible scenario,
Mhm.
and one we win. Where's the tension? If we win that one, why don't we just follow it through?
Because maybe
People die?
That's what they're doing.
Exactly.
So maybe he is sacrificing people
Okay.
to win.
See, that's cool about Doctor Strange, because as a character, I think he's like,
Do you think they've got Doctor Strange spot on in this?
no. I
He's-
don't read the comics.
I want to say he gets the most screen time in this film.
He does, and he's real good in it. And I'm
I like
well happy
Benedict
with him.
Cumberbatch as Doctor
He's
Strange.
gone up in my
What do you think of
estimations.
Benedict Cumberbatch's American voice?
Worst I've ever. That it almost ruins the character. I don't know
Could
if.
we not have done him English? Has he got to be American?
No, he's got to be American, I
Right.
think.
Is
But
that because everyone English in American cinema is it a
evil,
villain?
yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
Yeah, fair.
But the problem I have with him is he's like Iron Man. He's real jokey. Whereas in the comics, I believe he is much more stern and serious.
I get you.
I think there's a real. Everyone goes quiet when he walks in the room, stuff like that shit.
Okay.
But you know, he's fine. This takes on him's good, and I really enjoyed him in this
He's
movie.
serious in parts, and then he like kind of lightens up a bit.
Also, the plot holes of the Reality Stone is, can't you just change a reality where everyone's got food? So the Thanos,
Right. We spoke about this. We never discussed the film until we're on the podcast, really, do we?
Yes, true.
Just so it's
we'll
live.
talk about one thing, but then go, oh stop, we need
Stop,
to save
we'll
this.
Right, so everything that he does with the Reality Stone can't be done for good.
Yes.
It's only a certain amount of time.
So is this when it's like a proximity thing?
Turns Drax into blocks.
But once he leaves with the Space Stone, he
it
comes
goes
back.
It's just
I like that.
It's a psychic thing. It's a mental thing more than anything else, I think. I don't think it's literally happening. I think it alters your mental image of what's happening.
I think it literally happens.
It alters your reality in your head. It doesn't alter, like, this wooden table.
Oh,
You think this wooden table's jelly, but it's still a wooden table. It's just mental.
I thought what it was it actually changed reality, but only in a radius of Thanos, the user. You know what I mean? Because he does turn Star-Lord's gun into bubbles, and if that was real, he would just see bubbles, but he would still shoot Thanos.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Maybe he doesn't have a gun at all.
Also,
maybe he doesn't get his gun out at all. Maybe that's just all in his head. Maybe he's just standing there still.
Oh, that's a good point.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a good point. Oh, right. I like that. That's maybe...
Because then he could use the time stone as well.
Right.
By stopping time and making them think they're in a reality.
Why doesn't he use the time stone?
He does.
Maybe he did and saw that was the way to win, but he didn't look far enough. Strange looked further in the future.
Maybe it's Strange versus Thanos, who looked further into the future.
That's exactly it. You've got to remember, Strange had used the time stone for a lot longer as well.
By the way, I'm 28. I'm getting some Doctor Strange greys coming through. By the way,
Mr. Fantastic. Oh, there.
Just some men coming here.
Well done. Want to plug them?
To be fair, what are we doing? Let's just get on with it. I'm stopping the plugs now.
I miss normal Paul Bettany. Like,
Right.
I don't like seeing him in pink makeup, and I seen him in normal flesh colour because he couldn't be asked to get ready for
I
it.
miss Jarvis.
And he's a legendary actor.
Yeah.
How fun was Paul Bettany as a human?
Good, but can we talk about how weird that relationship is, which we've done before?
I think it's just there's too much of an age gap for me. Like,
I mean, how
it's a
old
little
is he?
bit weird. Like, there's a 20 fucking 100
He's
years.
got to be 40 now, hasn't he?
He looks kind of
She
40
looks
odd.
22.
He looks good, but he's like 40 odd, and she's like
I
20
think they
odd.
made her look older in this
I
film.
guess.
Because the younger sister of the twins, aren't there? Of Quicksilver.
Twins, meant to be.
Scarlet
They're meant to be, aye.
Twins.
Yep.
It's just something doesn't seem right. Like, anyway,
Too young.
I thought Vision was useless in this.
Useless. Well, they quickly
What
got
are
rid of his...
What are his powers?
He can phase through anything.
Is that it? Is that his main
He's
power?
superhuman strong. He's made out of vibranium, so he's literally in. But they quickly get rid of that by stabbing him through the chest.
He's the weakest villain. He's the weakest hero I've ever seen in
It's
the Marvel
another one of them
universe.
plot things where they had to get him stabbed through the back, so he
Yeah.
kind of got half power.
But she healed him,
Aye, but
and then stabbed him again. Then was like, "Nah, fuck, I'm not doing it again."
Aye, but they're throwing that line like, "Oh, incorporeal phase is gone. My phasing ability's gone. We're gonna have to fight properly."
so phasing means he can be there and then be there.
No phasing, not teleportation. Phasing's he can phase through.
Oh, like so he can put his hand
Kitty-
through. Right.
Out of X-Men, you can't. The most
Yeah.
powerful mutant in the world, you can't hit them. How can you physically hit them?
Right.
Unless you change into a reality where you
Okay.
can, of course. There you go. Obligatory jump scare. Totally shit my
I
pants when he got stabbed in the
I
back.
hit the roof. Me, like every film's got to have that one in, haven't they?
Yeah, does it?
In modern cinema, you've got to have one jump scare in every film.
Why?
I don't know. It's like
Checklist.
it's a directly go.
Motorbikes.
It's a directly go. You definitely do it.
Get paid.
You
I want you
definitely
to
do
pay
it.
attention.
I want to scare the shit out of people.
Is it like
it's just for their own
Is it like a
satisfaction.
second act wake up if you've fallen asleep?
I don't know, but then again, it's like people go to the cinema for shocks and that, don't they?
I guess, but like if you're not paying attention, just don't shock us into like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Next point. Granted, it has been done before, but I love Thanos' motivations. Makes clear sense in a psychopathic
Yeah.
and logical way. Better reasons than let's fight anyway.
So we spoke about this a little bit as well.
Yes,
Do you want to elaborate? The best villains beat we think are the
Yeah.
villains where
you can agree with on some sort of
they're
level.
a villain because they're doing they've got the ability to do the wrong thing, but really
It's with positive
it's got
intent.
positive. So you're killing a shitload of people, but you're going to save the universe.
Like the Joker. The Joker's kind of motivation is, you're Batman, you're just as bad as me. I'm here because of you. Or I guess he just wants the world in chaos. I don't know.
Aye.
But on some level, I do agree with the Joker.
I like how but Batman. It's like the Dark Knight, which we absolutely bloody love. How you can do the wrong thing.
Yes.
That sort of thing. He's a hero, but you can do the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That's why we love Batman so much. But
So-
it's any villain thing, like what you said. You
Where
want to
you-
elaborate? Just like
Where you agree in what way? Like just
just what we said, really.
kill a billion to save 10?
Being able to see what their plan is and understanding it.
Understand, not agree with, but understand.
Understand why they're doing it.
That is scary.
I thought Josh Brolin was excellent. I thought Thanos was excellent in this.
Next point is in relation to this. My opinion on CGI has yet again been challenged, as it really didn't seem to bother me.
Looked really good, Pete.
Strange.
Looked really good. He looked great.
There was
Do
a
you think it
point.
was semi-CGI?
No,
do
it's
you think
full.
do you think he's in the suit and just bigged him up?
No, it's full capture, and he wasn't even in suit. He wasn't even. He was just there acting
Unreal.
in a ping pong ball suit. He wasn't in like a body suit like 12 feet tall.
Do you know what makes a difference?
What?
You don't see him moving about too quickly. Maybe that makes a
All
difference.
the time.
Maybe he's just
So,
like,
like,
lumbering,
quite close-ups.
lumbering about in the dark.
Right.
It's very dark.
Right.
Like his throne room when you get a good view of him when he's talking to Gamora.
Yeah, and then Titan.
The jungle.
Titan's
Titan,
quite
it's all
dark and
dark, it's
orangey.
all-
Alright, that maybe. So the lighting is
Also,
important.
did they kill the Hulk off?
Yeah.
We did not kill him, bud.
So we can have one CGI
so we have
character on
one,
it.
and it would save them billions of pounds.
Yeah, well, that's it. They just replaced him with the Iron Man suit.
Because the Hulk, yeah,
So this is maybe even more money.
exactly.
I don't
But
know.
the CGI aspect of it still costs a lot of money for some reason.
It does, but a lot of work. It's so hard, but real good in my opinion.
Yeah.
Real solid. Our favourite main theme climax is only twice. Main one being Thor's return, which was the exact
Thor's
moment
return, unreal.
I ended up with a semi-flop on.
You know shit's going down. And Stan Lee created Thor because he created the Hulk beforehand.
Right.
And he was like,
What can beat
what is
that?
the only thing that can beat the Hulk?
A god.
A god.
Right.
And then you've got the coolest fucking character ever to live. And he's great. And how good's Chris Hemsworth as
Legendary.
As Thor?
By the way, if you look at
He's
where he started as a character and where he is now, it's like night and day.
It is night and day.
Isn't
He's
it?
grew with it, hasn't it?
Oh, big time.
A bit like our podcast speed.
Absolutely.
Because everyone says, Talking Crass, let's go and see what they're about. Let's hit up episode 1 that went on for 2 hours.
2
and we
hours.
talk shit about Alien
Absolute
Covenant.
shite. Remember when we used to edit, John? I do.
Remember when we used to edit?
Anyway, what was I going to say? I love how they've scrapped away with Idris Elba and just gone, the Bifrost's in his hammer now, so we don't need any of that
I loved Idris
shite.
Elba in this, to be fair.
I
He
do
was
as
cool as
well.
fucking Thor.
I like Idris. Let's not get this wrong, right? Idris Elba, it's good and bad. Like I've enjoyed
Yeah.
roles he's in,
I know.
but yeah, he's a lit.
That's why
He's
he's
got-
in our rating
He's
system.
got golden eyes, John. He's got golden eyes. Pace of the film felt real good for me.
Mhm.
Can't believe how long the film is.
How long is
Looking
it?
back, about 3 hours.
Is it?
Is
It
this
didn't feel like it.
Not at all. Is this down to it being 6 stories, each with containing such a strong cast? All you've got to do then is cut between each one at the correct
Yeah.
point and somehow
So
converge
they
them.
cut parts of the cast out and give them their little mini part of the film, didn't
We've got
they?
Rocket, Groot, Thor.
Yeah.
We've got Iron Man, Spider-Man,
On a
Strange.
planet, they're on a
We've
planet
got
out the way.
Cap, Scarlet
Yeah.
Witch. So just chop them up, and they're all strong
How
enough.
good was it when Captain America came back?
Legendary.
Love that, like, with a beard. What, he looks badass as out.
Nomad.
What's called Chris Evans? Or is that the dude out the Radio 1? Is he called Chris Evans as well?
Chris Evans.
He's called Chris Evans, isn't he?
I think so.
Christ, he's another Talking Crass special.
By the way, Chris Evans is a legend. What a legend.
Yeah.
Not Chris Evans, but
I'm gonna
Chris
find
Evans.
out whether he's Chris Evans or not.
Yeah, it
2
is,
seconds.
it is.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Next point.
Next point, Pete.
Gamora feels dead for good.
She does, unfortunately. But we all know that... See, this is the point I was going to make. Loki. The people who disintegrated, I'm like, they're coming back.
Yes.
The people who were lying
Murdered.
in blood
Yes.
probably aren't.
Yeah, I feel that, don't you?
But then again, Gamora's got to come back. Guardians of the Galaxy.
No. Her void can be filled by any
Zoe
character.
Saldana's in Guardians of the Galaxy, the Volume 3.
Oh. Well, space and relativity, time's different in each place you go to, so nah.
I think they're going to bring them all back.
Aye.
I
They
do.
have to. We'll make a point at the end. All right, I've got a
And I
thing
think what's
to
going to
talk.
happen is I think Tony Stark's just going to retire.
I've got a thing to talk about here.
Yeah.
Last point as well. This isn't the last point.
That's cool. We'll
And-
just get your points and then we're going into... I'll talk about it later.
Entirety of the Soul Stone felt weak. Is there stuff I've missed? Is it big in the comics? What is Red
Right.
Skull there for?
So-
and how does anything relate to acquiring the stone?
This is the one bit that I was like,
what
the fuck is happening here?
happening?
Also, Pete,
Yeah.
the comic book writers don't know. They just had to come up with
They had to
another
write
stone.
like.
No one knows what the Soul Stone does.
What does it do?
No one knows. I was trying to research it. Why Agent Matrix guys in it?
Hugo Weaving. That isn't Hugo Weaving, by the way.
It was.
It wasn't.
It was Hugo Weaving.
Guess who it was?
No, fuck off.
By the way, guess who it was?
It was Hugo Weaving.
It wasn't.
I'm getting the cast up here. Beat what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna say it's the guy out The Walking Dead.
Beat it's fucking
The gay character out The Walking Dead who Rick watches get beaten.
no way.
You know him with the frizzy hair? He's in a relationship with the guy who's ginger.
It fucking is.
Is it? Yeah!
He's got the best Hugo Weaving impression
Hasn't
I've
he?
ever
Hasn't
seen.
he just how?
Why did I get Hugo Weaving? He must be pissed off.
Hugo Weaving didn't want to do it. He was like, this stupid shit, I'm not doing this anymore.
He took the money for Red Skull, didn't he?
He's like, I've already done Lord of the Rings and had stupid extensions and not going back in. No, I don't know if that's...
He did a stand-up job, but why the hell is Red Skull guarding that
What is
Soul
he doing
Stone?
there? Why does he look like the Grim Reaper?
You know why? Because there wasn't enough Marvel-related characters in this film, B.
Nah.
We'll have to get one more in.
Not at all. I love how Cap doesn't know anything about it.
Can we try and get on what the hell the Soul Stone is?
I don't know what the Soul Stone does.
Pause
Takes
it,
his
please.
stone.
Pause it.
Stole.
Pause it. We're back.
We're back in the room.
So, the Soul Stone originally was in an Adam Warlock comic book run,
Right.
and it was given to him to
Keep him alive?
make evil dudes good again.
Oh.
Like, I don't know. I didn't look that much into it. Check it out if you want to be. Whatever. People check
Right.
it out.
Good turn
I've got the
back.
properties though.
Right.
The properties of the Soul Gem is that it's sentient. It has a desire to collect souls. This might not be in the film. This is comic book we're talking about here.
Right.
The gem can attack another soul in various ways. The gem can reveal information by peering into another soul or using the cold light of truth in brackets.
Wow.
The gem can trap souls inside itself in an idyllic world. The gem's wielder can access the memories and skills of those imprisoned within the soul world.
Right.
So it's imprisons people. The gem can revert beings to their natural state. Ooh, this makes sense.
What's that?
When we see little Gamora at the end with Thanos,
After he's
is
done
that inside the Soul Gem?
Maybe. Is Gamora's soul
Trapped in the gem?
Oh my god.
We've fucking hit it
We've
up, people.
spoiled the entire next movie. Oh no.
That's why she's a little kid. He's restored her
That's
to what
how
he
he
wants
sees
to see
her in the
Boom.
Oh right.
That's what the misty stuff was going on.
Right.
There you go.
I bet Loki's dead though.
Probably, I don't know.
Gamora's coming back. 100%.
Just fucking signing in to do the third Guardians of the Galaxy. Everyone
Just
knows
Loki. Loki's in Guardians of the Galaxy probably.
you can't kill Loki off, can you, surely?
No, he's too good.
Even Thor didn't grieve that much because he's
He's
even he
he's
thinks
coming
he's
back.
coming
I love that.
The gem protects its wielder from soul-based attacks.
Oh, brilliant. All them attacks.
It's like Pokemon. The gem can disrupt the anima of a soul with a karmic blast, rendering the target temporarily unconscious. Certain beings are immune to this attack.
Thanos.
The soul gem went unnamed since its first appearance in Warlock 3.
Alright.
And then it's referred to as the soul gem. Right, there you go.
Brilliant.
So we have it.
Last point. Well, second to last point. Still don't realise how cool it is that Spider-Man is involved with any of this. Been a pipe dream since 2008, and even longer for real comic book fans.
But doesn't it make sense for Sony to do this? The amount of money they're going to make off it,
Perfect
you know what I mean?
sense. Like
So why-
15% of
it's
a good
like,
property.
It's like, oh, well, who's got the bigger
Infinity Glove.
heart?
Soul Stone.
Who's got the bigger soul stone? You're not.
The stones on you.
You're not using this. This is ours. Just wise up like what you've done.
And
Give
give
them
them
Venom as
Venom
well. Make a hell of a lot of money. Let them do the hard stuff.
The problem is, I think they did do that. They've given them Venom, and
Yeah.
I don't like what the movie's looking like.
I think Sony had a lot of control on the Venom one.
Maybe.
And then I think they're going to pass it over for. It's going to be Agent Venom. They want to make him a good guy
But
out.
why does he talk like this and that?
I don't know. It's just weird. Looks weird. And is that all your points be?
Last point is, and this is a big one, and it's a negative. The entire movie is hinged on a lot of people dying.
Yeah.
But I seen yesterday Marvel making films till 2025, and that just ruins
This is part
the
7 of the third phase, I think.
That ruins the entire thing. I just deep down, I want an ending.
Yeah.
And I understand this is just the ending to the first sort of Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America. They're going to bring in Spider-Man for the next 10 years. I just want a nice conclusive ending, but it's gone until 2025, and it ruins the whole thought of it.
But then, Pete, I'll hit you back with, while we're enjoying Marvel cinema,
Yes.
why would you? It doesn't feel. I know everyone's got to have a full circle.
Yeah.
But I still bloody love Chris Evans as Captain America.
Yeah, I do as well.
I love Chris Hemsworth as Thor.
I think there's a natural length to loving something, and it should end right at its best.
Right, okay.
I don't want to see it sour.
Knowing Marvel, maybe they will do that. But I'm trying to work out.
Companies will ride things at the ground until they stop making no money.
But I haven't got a problem with it because I'm enjoying, and I'll go and see another Captain America film. I'd go and see another Thor because I like them. Do you know what I mean, the originals?
Sweet ass.
Iron Man, he is Marvel.
He is Marvel.
Robert Downey Jr. is Marvel.
Well done.
No wonder he gets his own furniture in, and I'm not bothered.
Did you see him turn out at Comic-Con? And I haven't seen this.
With the suitcase.
Full suitcase of roses. And he comes in, he undoes his one button, throws up the peace sign, and whips 15 roses at the crowd. It's the best thing I've ever seen.
What?
Such charisma.
Can we... The only thing that pisses off about this film was his full tracksuit that turns into the Iron Man.
It's terrible, isn't it?
It looks awful.
It's awful. I love it. Does he have to wear the suit, like the tracksuit for the Extremis armour? The bleeding edge stuff.
It's all like, what is it, nanomachines or something?
Yeah, but can you just not form nanomachines around your naked body?
The tracksuit, who designed that?
Terrible.
I mean, if you're wondering...
He looks like, Step Up 2 with Channing Tatum in. It's
yes,
you know what I mean?
I mean, nah. He seemed to like it. Maybe he's got awful fashion sense. Before we discuss our final ratings, I've got a list for all those people who's a bit struggling to catch up on who is alive, who's dead, and all that. So I think what we'll discuss is dead people.
Yeah.
People who's evaporated.
Right.
And then we'll discuss missing action and finish up with talking about who's still alive and what to expect out of the next one.
Got ya.
Beat.
Yeah.
These dudes are dead.
Disintegrated or dead?
These are dead.
Right.
Loki.
Toast.
Got stabbed, didn't he?
No, he got his neck broken.
Got his neck broken, didn't he?
Got choked
so
out.
With Loki, though, in the film, we saw a little bit good in him, didn't we? He was going to try and stab Thanos.
That's Loki, isn't it? I mean, always playing the tough game, but then deep down,
do you think Loki's portrayed better in this than what he's in the comics? Is he a real bad guy in the comics?
I think he's a proper bad guy.
I think he's
definitely was a proper bad, because he's the god of mischief.
Yeah.
He was a proper villain, like cackling. But in this, he's much more sympathetic because you can tell he loves his brother. It's really cool. I love that scene in
Thanos
4-1.
quips as well. No resurrection this time.
Hellish. I love the scene in the first 4 when he's sitting with Odin. It might be the second one where he's like... It's like that Superman scene with Park Kent and his son. He's
Park Pend.
Park Kent. And he's like, because Loki isn't Thor's natural born son.
Yeah.
He's like, you are my son. It's like a really nice moment.
Got you.
Anyway.
Heimdall.
He's
good
toast.
Idris Elba, toast.
What a legend. Great dreadlocks and great golden eyes. But didn't have much to do in this one, did he?
Gamora. But we know she's coming back.
We've worked out
she's in a soul gem. And she's coming back.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. If you've got your soul, you're still alive.
Here's one for you. Adam Warlock. They're going to put it in his head and he's going to beam him out of it.
When's he coming into it, like?
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I guess, but that's after Infinity War Part 2, so I don't know how it's happening.
Ryan's on to discuss Captain Marvel as well.
Okay.
I think it's on here. I think we discussed them in live.
Will do.
Vision, dead.
Grey.
So...
He's greyed out.
Would you be bothered?
Do you not like Vision?
I think Paul Bettany's time's coming to an end.
I like Paul Bettany, but I think what's happening is, and you're right with what you're saying, I think this is in line with what you're saying, he's too powerful and you have to write around him in a really specific way. Mm-hmm. So you have to have him get stabbed in the first 5 minutes of a fight. He's not like Spider-Man where he's kind of realistic.
Yeah.
Whereas he can face for everything and he's the most powerful being ever. Get rid of it.
I think Marvel have realised that he's probably the least favourite out of all the Avengers.
Maybe. I like him. He's just too powerful in any fight.
I like Paul Bettany. I can't see him dressed in red flying around.
I like him. But
I kind of buy into the Vision character.
You have to write around him.
He's like really, really powerful. I don't know.
Hey, there you go.
Beat.
No more disintegrations.
Disintegrations. We've got Black Panther. This is the bit that got me because I would have probably rather them keep the ones where your nose coming.
Right. Black Panther is white hot. He's gonna
Spider-Man,
be making so
white
much
hot.
money.
And then we'll go through it.
But then
It's all them really. So you got Black Panther goes down, Spider-Man goes down, Mr. Stark. What? I don't want to die.
No.
Really good. Like that.
I like that.
Doctor Strange down, but he knows shit's coming back.
He knows he's not coming back.
Winter Soldier, Falcon, Scarlet Witch, the Guardians, bar Rocket, all of them. You've got
Rocket lived, did he?
no, did Rocket go down as well?
No, Rocket survived.
Rocket survived.
Groot
so you've got
died in his
Star-Lord,
arms.
Groot, Drax, Mantis. Mantis is the girl in it. Isn't
Yeah, mind control.
Mind control. She's pretty cool.
In
I
Empire.
don't mind her in this. I think
She's great.
She's great.
She's
isn't it?
really cool.
For like a little side character.
She has a really
She's done
important
really well for
part
herself,
of
hasn't she?
stopping Thanos, which
Yeah.
is really good.
And final spoilers, if you stop till the end credits, Nick Fury and Maria Hill before the call on someone. But
Incredible.
we'll talk about that after. People got some missing in action as well.
Have we?
Shuri, Black Panther's sister,
Right.
tries to remove the Infinity Stone from Vision's head, but is thrown from a lab by Thanos. And then she disappears, I think. We don't know what happens to her.
Right.
Pepper Potts, don't know, she's not seen, disintegrating.
Oh, can we say something about Pepper Potts?
Of course you can, yeah.
Right at the start of the film, she is talking to Tony, but the intercom's cut off because he goes into space.
You can't leave.
You can't leave. I think she's going to say she's got pregnant.
She's pregnant.
Because he makes that joke about it. She says something very specific like, I'm... And then it cuts off.
There's definitely time spent on that intercom.
But I felt like she was going to say I'm pregnant for some reason deep down in my heart.
Good old Hawkeye.
What a legend.
Where's he?
Clint Barton.
Why is he not in this?
Because
he's human.
he's a legend, right?
Right.
And they're saving him up
To come back.
in the second one for
I'm gonna enjoy that.
massive reveal.
I love him in this.
Absolutely on the last legs. Everybody's on the last legs, and the most human, weakest character comes in with one arrow.
I'd love it.
And hits Thanos for an uppercut.
I'd bloody love
That
it.
is gonna happen so good. That's what I'd do. That's just me personally.
Ant-Man beat.
We're gonna find out what he's doing in the new film.
Did we talk about the Ant-Man Wasp?
He should be in this. Like,
Did we
I
talk
don't
about the
know
Ant-Man Wasp trailer?
We didn't.
What do you think of that quickly?
Good. Love how Giant Man's in it. That stuff's cool. Also, all the effects look really good.
Yeah.
Like when turns big and he's using the car as like a skateboard.
They do look cool.
That looks
They look
really
cool.
good.
I don't mind it. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan. Like.
Oh, you know, it's
I'll
a lot of
go
fun.
and watch it, but it's like it's one of them throwaway Marvel films for me. Where I'm not like
I
proper
think it's a
buzzing
lot
for
of
it.
fun. I think you can have a lot of fun with turning tiny.
Maybe I'm just being cynical.
Yes.
The Collector beat. Missing
Dead.
action.
Absolutely dead.
He wasn't there.
He was.
It was a figment of
Yes. Creation of the reality.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
I think he's toast.
Benicio del Toro, innit?
How has he dwindled his way out of Thanos? No way.
Valkyrie as well. Do you know if Thor's...
Where was she at? She should definitely be there.
Yeah, didn't make it.
I don't know how she didn't turn up. Again, popular character. I mean, it wasn't my favourite because I thought she was quite stereotyped, but anyway.
Wong
wasn't...
Wong
Sean
went
Dison?
back. We didn't see him.
He went to protect
the Sanctum Sanctorum or whatever it's
Right.
called. And got good old Ned as well on the bus. We don't know whether he's disintegrated. Legend Ned.
What a legend.
But
How funny was that? Ned, I need you to make a distraction. Holy shit, there's a huge space! Everyone-
we saw the spider sense for the first time properly as well.
Perfect, that's
We saw
all
it a
you
little
need.
bit- we saw it a little bit in Civil War, I think.
That's all you... We didn't see any.
There was a little titchy bit where I don't know. There was a titchy bit in there. Sure.
That's all you need.
The
That's
little
such a
tingle.
perfect visual representation of what it does.
Aye. We saw that. We
Really
saw that
subtle.
in bloody.
Homecoming. Nothing? Didn't have anything? That's
No,
the first time
in
it's
the
been
old Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, but it's really played up there where it's got
Yeah.
like slow-mo and bells ringing.
So here we go. He's the team, and I don't mind this disintegration thing because what they've done is
They've left.
leveled it down, so we can actually have a proper film rather than try to have everyone in.
Right.
So we've got Captain America still alive.
Boom. The
legend.
main player. Can we talk about him for a little bit?
Huh?
For me, the biggest negative, one of the biggest negatives for me, absolute backseat in this film. But I think that has purpose. Just like Hawkeye, I think he's gonna be the biggest, like the absolute leader.
He's
main front stage.
He's not Captain America in this, you know.
Nomad.
He's the Captain or Nomad.
Right.
It's a mixture of the two. That's his suit. Obviously, he goes away after he falls out with people in what's the bloody film I've just mentioned? Civil War.
Yeah.
He falls out with everyone. So he's the captain.
Man without a nation.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah. Any more to say on him or not?
Just disappointed how little. But again, I think what the Russos are doing they are
setting up the next film.
They're setting it up. They are making sure we don't see the lightsaber ignition.
Has it all been filmed? This has all been filmed, hasn't it? Or the continuing filming now?
Filming now, I guess. I could be wrong in that, or
I don't know. I know they're just filming back to back. Iron Man beat.
I mean,
good old Tony Stark still there.
What a legend! Quips.
I thought he was dead.
Oh, big time.
Did you?
Big time.
I thought they'd killed him off. I was over the moon. You need it for the end game. I love
Boom.
Whenever something's called an end game, you've got us. I mean,
what we also didn't have as well was Tony and Steve Rogers back together.
Yeah.
They haven't reconciled, I believe, since fighting in Civil War.
Oh no, because they didn't get to speak
the
each
flip
other.
phone. So they've set that up as well. And these payoffs when they meet together.
It's just
and he pulls off
brilliant.
the beam. You know where you do the beam into the shield. It's gonna be so good. Like they set everything up, and they didn't use it at the end of this film. They've saved it. They've had the restraint to save these moments for the next film.
Would DC have done that?
Absolutely not.
No, just pay off. Let's just get in.
How good of a move is that from Marvel to save these massive things? I love it. Thank you so much, Russos. I love you.
Kevin Feige, mate.
Feige
makes the decisions.
In the Lord Feige we trust.
Lord Feige we trust. Thor. Look at this lineup we've got for the next film.
Absolutely legendary.
Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, taking this guy on. Black Widow is there.
She's okay.
Can we talk about Black Widow for a second, B?
I mean,
she's a superhero. She's Superman.
Cool. She's cool.
No, she's Superwoman.
What can she do?
She can do everything.
Everything. She took on Proxima Midnight.
I thought she was human. She took on one of Thanos' kids and came off.
She's got an electric baton.
She's human with an electric baton.
I like
Scarlett. She's the greatest Avenger.
I like Scarlett Johansson.
I think she's great in this.
I like Black Widow.
I think she's great. I think Black Widow's great as well. Really like her.
But I don't know how I feel about when they had the women fighting the women. I don't know about that. Proxima Midnight.
There was one bit where I was like, ugh. Yeah, I was like, let's tick this box. I was like that one. Yeah. Let's tick this box.
I'm on the side. The Justice Warriors there.
Yeah, did we need to see that? Anyway, they did it. I'm glad they did it on a smaller scale.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Not on against.
It wasn't a complete.
Not that I'm against that, but we always have the point. If you're you're fighting for feminism.
Yes. Shouldn't
you want to be portrayed not all women fighting together, fighting as a group?
Right, I see what you mean.
Equal to men, or do feminists want to be better than men? I thought it was just
I don't know.
Equality, don't they?
I'm not sure.
I'm talking about radical feminists here.
Radical would probably score more
above.
Feminists would be equal.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, it was a cool little scene. I'm not gonna. But it was a cool little scene. But me and you did look at each other and were like, "Yeah, they've ticked the box."
Yes.
We'll get for a good film. We'll let them have it though. Anyway, the point where I was making, she's pretty much Superwoman, even though she's a human with electric baton.
Right.
That's the point I was making.
And you're saying she should be used in more clever ways. She's like the spy, the espionage.
She should be used because we really like the character.
That stone does this.
We like the character. We've seen her in a few films. She could really be used as a threat level,
like an espionage.
No, but she's human. She could really be killed.
Oh, right. She could, I get what you mean.
I know you want to portray as this real hard superhero, but she can't come against the bloody Thanos' kid and come out alive. She did in this film. I was thinking it was a little bit above her.
A little
powers.
Unbelievable.
A little bit unbelievable. We've got War Machine
Legendary.
in there. Can I just make a point?
Got a problem with him.
Talking Crass.
Yeah.
We bloody love explosions. I absolutely loved when he was taking on. When he was just. That was War Machine.
That was
War Machine.
He's carpet bombing these alien,
War
mindless aliens.
Machine's got all this weaponry.
Yeah, he's just ridiculous. He's like Iron Man but on steroids.
I was smiling and it looked great.
We looked at each other like, oh my god.
It looked like blowing shit up.
Absolutely.
It looked unbelievable.
One point about him. This is another negative. Mm-hmm. they've got Civil War where they've got this massive moment where he gets hit by Vision, and it's like, oh my god.
And then you see him next time and he's in.
Yeah, it's got robot legs.
It's got robot legs.
It's like
we'll
you
bypass that.
set all this stuff up and put all this time into just having legs so that you can walk on.
No.
But hey, what are you gonna do about it? Got to write around it.
Rocket Nebula beat?
Cool, I guess. I love Rocket. How good was it when Bucky picked him up and started spiraling with him? And it just,
Unreal.
he doesn't even go, put us down, what are you doing? He's like, he's just shooting everyone. That's
it's going to be interesting in being on Earth with this lot.
Yes.
I like the character.
He's on Earth?
Bradley Cooper's unreal.
He's on Earth?
He is,
He's going to meet, what's the raccoon's biggest enemy? And a chipmunk. He's going to meet a
The
chipmunk.
raccoon's biggest enemy is a chipmunk.
I don't know what raccoons
And now wolf.
Why, get on. What if you meet a raccoon?
The white wolf.
What if you meet a raccoon? Oh.
Sorry, I had to get in.
What if you meet a raccoon?
There you go. You're like, what's going on? I like how Thor kept calling him a rabbit as well.
Rabbit, very clever.
We've got Okoye and M'Baku.
Okoye.
So you've got Okoye. What's the actress's name called again? Last out the Walking Dead.
Michonne.
We can't call him Michonne.
We can call him Michonne.
She's great at it though. I really like her. The thing that she's gonna, obviously, there's no Black Panther. She may be in charge.
Is she alive?
Yeah, she didn't disintegrate.
Do they embrace? Is Okoye...
Danny Guerrera?
Is Okoye, Get Out?
No. Okoye's the girl.
Oh no!
Danny Guerrera. Do you know she's fighting with Scarlett Johansson?
Yes.
And they killed Thanos's... Did they kill her? Yeah, they did kill her.
Oh, M'Baku! Ah! No, I see.
No,
M'Baku is the leader of the ape tribe. Right.
Got you.
And Okoye is the leader of the Dora Milaje.
Yeah. By the way, a special mention for Peter Dinklage in this.
What a legend!
I really didn't like him in it.
Did you not like him? No?
I thought it came across real hammed up and real weird. And it's just to get Peter Dinklage in.
I think his character is...
I liked how he was massive.
Is ripped from the comics. Like, he's big. He's a big dwarf.
Big dwarf.
In the comics.
It sounded just a bit...
I think he's also like a real life...
Marvel Tyrion. It was weird.
Yeah, it was like his character just from Game of Thrones in this. Isn't that Tyrion? Isn't that Peter Dinklage and everything though? Anyway,
last but not least, we've got the Hulk there as well.
Right.
But he's not able to use... Well, Bruce Banner we've got can't be the Hulk. Is that because he's scared of Thanos?
I think that's...
Thanos said in the comics the only person that he avoids contact with for confrontation is the Hulk. That's what he said in the comics.
Right, but as much as I like what they did at the start of the film, they've wrote themselves into a problem where the Hulk is useless against Thanos by himself.
I know.
What was I going to say?
And that's all the beat, to be fair.
And that's it. I missed a point out, which I wrote down, but it's been deleted for some reason.
Right, can you remember it?
Yes, I can. Just want to outline like how good the setup was for the Black Order. Mm-hmm. How much I enjoyed, specifically one character out of them, the Ebony Maw, which is Doctor Strange's opposite. You know, the guy who's... How cool of a character was he?
Really cool.
I don't know if it was down to the voice acting or the way the actions the character did, but he was such a good character, like a villain. Like, you know, the one that blow out the airlock. Remember when he went
Did they all have ships? Them circular massive ships?
Yes.
It's like one person on the ship.
I guess.
Is that a plot hole?
I guess. No, don't they have all the aliens on them? Little scuttly aliens.
Oh, right, yes. Okay, yeah, I get you.
But I just wanted to say, like...
Tom Vaughan Lawler played him,
so well acted, and like his actions, like, you know, when Thor's talking and he's like, shh, and he pulls like the shush face and he puts the metal around it. It's like, oh, you evil bastard.
He is very
little things, and I don't know how Marvel can establish these cool characters, these villains, in 10 minutes when DC can't do it over 20 films.
We haven't spoken about Chris Pratt and Peter Quill.
Right.
I thought he was great again in this.
Legendary. I mean, always
really like
timing,
him.
always
really
good.
Looking forward to the Guardians film as well. There's so much to talk about. This is going to be a long episode.
So much.
So
much we haven't talked about.
Alright, but to be fair, that kind of wraps it up.
That wraps it up for me, mate.
On the points. So, in Holby, what did you think of the film? And where we're going to put it?
Final rating, little bit I do at the end.
Just
going to give you it. Major bonuses. For me, the pacing in the film was fine. Not going to say it's incredible, because I don't think it ever could be.
No, not with that.
The fact that they've done this with such a large cast of like 45 speaking roles,
I know,
is insane. The action is
it felt
obviously...
like they give everyone... I'm not sitting here thinking Jesus Christ.
Why hasn't Spider-Man
Why?
got his bit?
Yeah, it felt like they give everyone enough.
Even Mantis has a massive role of keeping Thanos under, and that makes perfect sense because it's happened in previous films. So clever. So big points are 45 cast speaking parts, all get the bit, all used perfectly. Action's great. Never checked me watch once in a 3-hour long film.
No.
Never once. Villain motivations and sympathetic, real good from Josh Brolin. Just absolutely daft how they've done it.
I can't believe it. Like we
lost
said,
now.
I thought a massive positive for the film was Thanos and the villain.
Yes.
By God, they did it. I don't want to really compare it. I mean, we can talk a little bit about after this. How, like, you know, the DC. Who was the DC character?
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf is the worst villain I've ever seen.
Ever.
And then you compare that to. So you've got Justice League, and yeah, I'm going to compare Justice League to this film because they should be compared.
Yes, they should
be.
Justice League
It's
is the Avengers.
Right, there you go.
Equivalency.
They did it so badly.
They ruined it.
They ruined it.
It's the biggest cash grab they'll ever get.
They ruined everything for us. Compared to Infinity War, Marvel's done it so well. And maybe that rests on the villains. He was a shit heap. Thanos, Josh Brolin, you've nailed it. I can't
When
say
he
any
walked
better.
in the room, you paid attention.
You know that he can just end shit.
Yes.
Shit's going down.
And also made us feel kind of sorry for him and agree with him in a certain way.
Because you
on his,
kind of understand what he's doing.
Yes. Well done, Russo's. Well done, Marvel.
I love the music in it. We always
Music's
judge someone
great.
by the score. They hit the Avengers theme when they need to. Did they hit it for Captain America come back and Thor's? And the two times we heard
two
it?
moments, yeah.
Unreal.
Incredible.
I know you don't, but I love the Black Panther theme as well. I thought it was really good. When they turned up, when Black Panther was there and turned up and they did the theme, I really like that theme. Really like it.
I like one of Black Panther. I like Killmonger's kind of a little bit.
I know we battered it. I think we battered it in the Black Panther podcast, but since I've listened to it more, I just like it.
You liked it. I don't.
I really
but
like it.
I still stand by it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. The dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
I think that's quite
Just
generic.
thought it was a very, very enjoyable film. CGI didn't look out of place. Honestly, I'm astounded how they managed to do it.
It's absolutely
I'm absolutely
ridiculous.
astounded.
Also, they set up things and don't pay them off, even though they really want to. So,
Where you thinking on this?
I'll quickly say negatives.
What negatives? Plot holes, maybe?
Plot holes, massive plot holes,
Massive
as in
plot holes.
reality. Like there's people too powerful in the film that don't act on that power. That's a big problem. Captain America took a massive back seat, but again,
Had to for the
what
next
can
film.
you do? For the next film, he's going to be leading. I want to see him calling out shots for everyone like he did at the second Avengers. Black Panther, really not used much at all. Wakanda, you'd expect with such a hot film,
Yeah.
such popularity, they would focus on that. It really wasn't, and I felt it needed a little bit
I
more.
enjoyed how it was set in Wakanda when Thanos came down.
That's true, but
let's
that's
get,
about
let's
what you
get
get.
Wakanda in when you get this Earth Infinity Stone.
And other than that,
I haven't got many negatives for it.
solid. How
I'm trying to think. I haven't got many negatives.
absolutely,
I had a great time. I had an
solid
absolute
film.
great time watching this film.
I was massively.
Where we're putting it, beat? You trying to put off? It's going to be either Crass Haller or I'll drink to that.
It's gone into Crass Haller.
I'm putting it to Crass Haller as
Crass
well.
Haller guns in.
I thoroughly enjoyed the film. I thoroughly enjoyed the film. It's going into Crass Haller.
They exceeded my expectations somehow.
8 out of 10. Does that get into Crass Haller? Even though we said we weren't doing numbers.
I don't think it could get a 1 out of 10. Crass Haller's its own entity.
Yeah, Crass Haller. Yes, I agree with that. Big good shout. It can be a crap film, but if we
Like
thought
the
it's funny,
room
it's going
could, the
in.
room could mack it in.
Right, okay. It's in Crass Haller, people.
There you go.
We had a great time. Pete, we've got a few fun questions if I can find them on the Twitter.
All right.
We're back. Beat. We've got just another game blog here. Nick has hit us up. I would like to maintain my record of contributing, but I'm not seeing the film until Monday, so need something vague. Nick, I hope you managed to go without spoilers.
Yep.
I hope you got there, and I hope we did our part by not posting any.
If you're here now, watch it anyway. It's a good ride.
It is no, it's not Monday. What day is it? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Anyway,
you're not far
Hopefully
off.
you've seen it. Hopefully you're not listening to this and then thinking I'm going to see it Thursday, because you're pretty screwed.
Biggest tip I can give you: watch out for the Vision getting stabbed in the back. Shit me pants.
Beat. What will the MCU be doing 10 years from now? So, you said that they've got plans, haven't they?
Captain America,
long will this
Iron Man
go
will be
for?
gone.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the leader? Bucky?
Spider-Man?
Bucky takes over the captain role.
The horse?
The horse...
Horse Thor's going to be in it? Beta Ray Bill?
Beta Ray Bill's going to take the lead.
Full
There you go.
CGI Beta Ray Bill, that's what's going to happen. He's
You know-
the lead of the Avengers.
You know what the hammer Force currently got is actually Beta Ray
It
Bill's
is, yeah, innit?
Stormbreaker.
I didn't enjoy how they used Groot to put it together. I would have liked a proper stock, a proper handle.
Aye.
Rather than this
I like
wooden-
that. I like that integration because it's
just
there
to sell,
forever.
to sell kids'
I
hammers.
suppose it is. Also, Groot can pick up
Is it
Force
an
hammer.
axe? Is it an axe or a hammer?
It's both.
Nah.
A hacks.
A axe, there you go.
Who's not made that yet?
We've got At Monster Closet, PC here. Good podcast, give them a listen to, people. Check them out. Says, would you like to see a Hawkeye / Ant-Man spin-off feature to explain their absence? Do you think we're going to get Hawkeye in the Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Now, I love these two characters, but I don't know if Hawkeye is strong enough. Team them up.
It was weird how they said it together. It was like the two of them are doing their own thing.
I guess.
Like.
I think Hawkeye and Ant-Man only have one trick, which is shooting them on an arrow, which we've already seen.
Let's do it even more.
No, what else can we do? Just shoot them into keyholes? You're just shooting arrows into keyholes for unlock? I don't know.
I've got no idea.
Not for me. I don't think they're too strong enough as a pairing. But hey, yo.
We've got at C-Log Podcast, the Clog. I don't know why I said C-Log.
The Sea Log?
Give them a listen, Peter. Said, do you think in both Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel movies, post-credit scenes tie into Infinity War and that story?
I think.
So do you think that both the Captain Marvel film and the Wasp are going to tie into Infinity War?
Absolutely. I think during the films there'll be nods such as newspaper clippings.
I'm pretty positive that Avengers Infinity War 2 comes out before Captain Marvel.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Nah.
Right, okay.
I think.
It's out in 2019. Infinity War 2.
This exact same. It's like April 29th.
Right, so yeah, so
like exact
so
year.
we're gonna get Captain Marvel set up, and then we're gonna have Infinity
War.
War.
That's got to
We've
happen.
got to do it that way, haven't they? Do you want to speak a little bit on Captain Marvel, B?
Yes.
You know more than what I do.
I think Captain.
Stop looking at my notes and I'm giving you.
What do you want us to say?
We never normally take notes. We've taken notes on this episode.
A brief history of Carol Danvers.
I know that she's an American Air Force pilot.
She's a pilot in like 1990.
Does she sleep with an alien?
She sleeps with an alien.
Does she sleep with an alien or not?
She sleeps with Green Lantern.
Right.
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
Green Lantern's DC. Anyway, I believe Captain Marvel's an entity.
On a side note as well,
Yeah.
I'm quite impressed you nearly drank a 2-litre bottle of Diet Coke while you're doing this podcast.
That was halfway full.
Okay.
Carol Danvers. I think it's like Dark Phoenix or whatever. The Phoenix. It embodies.
Gets embodied with something.
It's like a title.
What's a power beat?
She can fly, and she's Superman, kinda.
So she's fucking.
She
can do anything.
She can phase bolts at you, and that's it. She can fly and shit. She's real strong.
Is she the best in the universe?
No.
In the Marvel universe?
No.
Right. Why have they called it Captain Marvel? It's like similar to Captain America. It's like weird.
I don't know.
It's just
Stan Lee.
Let's try and think of a name. Oh, we've run out. We'll just.
I think DC were making someone called like. I think it's a name dispute with DC.
So they just took the piss, really.
Yes, something like that.
I get you.
Well, that's always my fallback if we ever have the something like that.
Beat at NTFTT pod here, fellow members of the Loosely Connected Network. Get yourselves on there. Great people. This is an American podcast. How the hell we're on there? I don't know. We start at the same time. We're friends. We're in the network with them. Check out the network webpage. It's got a load of great podcasts on. Well worth doing. If you could summon one DC character to help with Infinity War, who would it be? What version and why?
Ooh.
They're far too dark for this.
I'm gonna go Cosmic Spider-Man.
What?
What?
Is he a DC character?
Oh, any DC?
It's gotta be
Oh,
DC.
sorry.
Cosmic Spider-Man. Who the shit's that?
Sorry. My
I'm going
bad.
Superman.
Okay.
Because he...
can't be beaten.
Superman versus Thanos.
Right.
Who would win? If Thanos has got a full Infinity Gauntlet?
Thanos, because it's reality.
We're not having this reality conversation again.
I would get Mr. Mixelpitlix, who can change reality as well.
Okay.
Or the Spectre. There you go.
The Penguin.
The Penguin. The Penguin. Green Arrow.
Remember when we called someone who was going to play the Penguin? You were like, that's unbelievable.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill's the
That's
Penguin.
the perfect Penguin casting.
I'm telling you, it's a Penguin.
Meh.
There you go. Well, at the Lily Ray here, give him a follow. Give him a follow. Lily, sorry. Give them a follow. Freudian slip.
Me head.
She's great, Lily. Talks about the podcast all the time. Here we go. What are your feelings on waiting until all the credits have been given for the end credits scene? Why can't they just put it at the end of the film?
Why not?
Why is this? This one we have to wait right till the end to see this?
Were you underwhelmed by the end credit scene of Infinity War?
Yes.
I was as well, a little bit. I was
Are
expecting.
you not? Well, no. Captain
What I
Marvel's
said-
cool, I suppose.
Yeah,
I don't
it
think a
is.
lot of people know who Captain Marvel is.
I think comic book you like will absolutely. She was in Civil War 2.
I'm talking about like casuals, normies
no,
like me.
normies, no, normies won't. Definitely not.
I'm like Captain Marvel.
Nah. I said to you AW in the cinema, which stands for Adam Warlock. And
Adam
I thought he
Warlock
was gonna
sounds
turn
cool
up.
as hell.
He does.
And he's in a pod, so that must make a
He's in
difference.
like a cocoon. Like
I
what's
don't
that
know.
about?
He's going to be quiet, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to save the day, isn't he, really? Can he save the day?
In the comics, he's like the boyo.
Can he save the day?
I think so. Aye.
Is he strong?
Nobody has a soul stone, but he doesn't in this.
He doesn't in this.
So I don't know what's gonna happen. Anyway, absolutely agree with you, Lily.
Great comment, Lily.
What a waste of our time. All these people putting the hard work in. I didn't want to see that shit.
Aye, it's just basically so we read the credits.
Absolutely.
But me and you look through the credits and like,
We were like, well, that guy's called T-Rex Boy. Like, you know what I mean?
that guy's last name's close to shit.
Like,
That's
absolutely.
my thing.
The first thing I saw was like Tony Stark's coat
Standing?
No, he's
Just
standing.
standing.
Like he's standing.
Like Tony, what is it? Robert Downey Jr.'s T-boy. In it,
Like,
like,
that's the
ridiculous.
first thing I saw. Crazy.
Anyway, we'll keep on doing it. Shout out Matt Casa who came to watch it with us as well, by the way, friend of the podcast.
Yep.
Always makes the point. Why do people still get up and leave in Marvel films?
True. I mean, there's YouTube, so just go on YouTube.
There you go. Beat. We've got a person who's never normally named on this podcast. Our Bosk Bounty Hunt.
Right, who is he again?
Hi, Bosk from Bristol here. If you had to kill one A-list and one B-list MCU character, which two would you kill off?
Ooh. Who's B-list then?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man's B-list?
I'd class him as B-list, yeah,
He
definitely.
wasn't. Technically, he wasn't in this film, so I guess we'll do that.
Who would I kill off and wouldn't be bothered? Right, A-list.
You Vision? Is he Vision?
I wouldn't class Vision as A-list.
B-list. So he's your
In
B-list.
the films, we call about films. I wasn't bothered about Vision dying. I'm classing him as B-list.
Right.
And Paul Bettany's had enough. What's your B-list be?
Paul Bettany. My B-list. Who's the Karen Gillan's character?
Nebula.
Nebula.
If you said this just to piss Bosk off because he loves Nebula.
Does he love
Aye.
Nebula?
Boss shouted that he thought Nebula might take the Infinity Gauntlet. And it looked like it was. I was like, this shit's going to happen.
I don't know if Nebula.
I like Nebula. I think she's badass.
I like her as well because that she plays on that sister like relationship which we have.
I thought she was bad though, and she's turned good now.
She
hasn't
has
she?
turned good. I don't know if she's had enough time on
wait.
the screen to be a
Waiting for the
well-developed enough character.
double cross.
But I did enjoy how she got turned into like a jigsaw.
That looked pretty cool.
Crazy. Sorry, Bosk. But I guess I've got something against bald women or something like that.
Oh, B, just take
Blue bald
take
women.
it back, please. God, never
I'm gonna
mind.
what's wrong with saying that?
A-list wise, B.
A-list. I don't know.
What character would
Bucky
you?
Barnes.
He's not A-list.
Is he not?
No,
Winter Soldier on the A-list.
that's a B-list.
All right then, Jesus.
It's who would die, and you'd be like, shit, he's dead. I'm gutted.
Spider-Man.
Right, so Spider-Man for you. I love Spider-Man as
You
well.
ruiners.
But I think
Good old Spidey.
Tony Stark dying. I think he's had he's had his time,
Right.
and it would really resonate. I wouldn't mind to see that. Thanks for the question,
Full
Busk, anyway.
circle. That would close the end of my Marvel
Yeah.
Cinematic Universe.
And we've got at SCFC JC91. Give him a follow, people. Great lad, Jake. Follow the podcast. End on a cheery note. What would you rather do? Rid the world of cancer or get rid of world famine?
Oh no, that is cheery. So I'm guessing this is in relation to Thanos' plans.
Is this where you're going to talk for 25 minutes, bore the
Yeah,
hell out of us,
alright.
and try and convince us why it's good for both to be there?
Right, what's the question again?
Right, what would you rather get rid of, cancer or world famine? Is there any way we can do both in this?
What I'd do is I'd scientifically get the statistical evidence of what kills more people annually, and then remove whatever the lower number was.
Alright, Thanos.
Or the higher number was. There you go.
Why don't you just do it with Thanos and just kill off like half the world population?
I do enjoy this. Or whatever he says.
I don't know.
World hunger.
I don't know. It's too hard a question. We're not scientifically proven to answer that one either.
Hold on, I feel world hunger's in our control and cancer is less in our control.
Well,
Like
exactly.
if people stop eating,
Right, so cancer, it's got to be cancer.
right? Because we can just
Massively,
half our
because
portion sizes.
It's got to be cancer. I think Americans could solve world hunger
Yes.
by just cutting portion
you went,
sizes.
you went to Vegas and ate like
It was ridiculous. It was absolutely
£25
ridiculous.
steak or something.
It was ridiculous. I think that brings an end to the podcast. I'm going to do a bit of a plug here. Beat. Me and a few of the lads, you're not doing it,
Definitely not.
are doing the coast to coast. It's a well-known bike route, a cycle route in England, and we're doing it for a lad called Charlie Creaser, who all the pub that me and the lads drink in. We know his dad, and we do a lot of charity aid and work for him. And at 13 months old, he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. It affects his forelimbs, but predominantly his legs. So at the minute he's 7, and he's undergone 7 surgeries. And the money that we raise helps go towards the aids that he needs. We'll give him a better lifestyle, and he's always smiling anyway. But we hope it'll just make a difference.
What a legend.
So we're gonna put the GoFundMe page on the Twitter. Don't ask for a lot, but if you can donate a little titchy bit, it'll help me and the lads, and we'll keep you updated throughout on the Twitter when we're actually doing the coast to coast. And I swear to God, Saddle Saw is an absolute bastard.
Nightmare.
Mate, honestly, but you don't realise. I hate biking, but I've got a bike. Spent a lot of money on a new one. I'm kind of getting into it.
Brilliant.
But we're doing it in like 3 weeks' time. So I don't like to ask people, but we'll post on the page if you would like to donate. It would help us out a lot. Just donate your name and then just say that it's from the Talking Crass page. That'd be good. Other than that, we'll plug ourselves.
Brilliant.
Give us a follow on Twitter, people. Give us a follow on SoundCloud. That's where we post most of our stuff. We're also on Podbean. Still trying to work it out.
Oh, he's still trying to work it out.
Well, kind of. It's a different setup to SoundCloud, but it's just as good, if not better. We're also on Facebook, Talking Crass. But the main thing is, if you can, jump on our iTunes and leave us that 5-star review if you like our stuff. Bumps us up the rankings, as well as downloads do. So if you're going to listen to stuff off SoundCloud, hit the download button. That also gets us up there.
If we enable...
If we remember to enable downloads.
Right.
It's been a pleasure. We've rambled on quite a bit for this one, Beat.
See you later on.
I've been John.
I've been Beat.
Beat? Shit. There's something happening, Beat! No!
Not like this.
See you later, people.